कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिते नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So today we will be discussing Queen Kunti's prayers part 4 verses 31 to 36. So we will be discussing this part today, and in the previous session we had covered the verses up to 30 from Queen Kunti's prayers, and in the last shloka we discussed that the Supreme Lord cannot be judged by anybody in this material world apart from Krishna, I mean apart from Srimati Radharani and Mother Yashoda. So they are the only people who can judge Krishna for his activities. So here in the 30th shloka we had studied that Krishna is working even though he is inactive, and he is taking birth even though he is unborn, and here Krishna is not obliged to answer anyone or do anything. He does everything as if he is obliged. So here a contradiction is there, and we discussed how people are extending the logic to Krishna also, that they are reading scriptures to evaluate them. They are so first of all they are using phones not as users but as reviewers, and they are watching movies not as audience but as critics. So in the same manner they are extending this logic to Supreme Lord also. Whatever the Supreme Lord does, they say that they have to understand it by their logic. So this evaluation cannot be done. We saw an example how cow dung, cow urine and cow dust, in the scriptures it is explained that urine, stool and dust are impure, but cow dung, cow urine and cow dust are used in the service of Supreme Lord. The conch shell, so it is essentially the bone of an animal, but we are blowing the conch shell every time before aarti starts. So this kind of evaluation by our logic cannot be done in connection with anything related to the Supreme Lord. So now we are seeing in the 31st shloka how Yashoda Mata is evaluating Krishna, and evaluating in the sense what the pastimes are there between Mother Yashoda and Sri Krishna. So this is explained in the 31st shloka. Let's see the shloka now. गोप्याददे त्वयि कृता गसिदा मतावद् याते दशाश्रुकलिलाञ्जन सम्भ्रमाक्षं वक्त्रं निनीय भयभावनया स्थितस्य सा मां विमोहयति भीरपि यद्बिभेति. My dear Krishna, translation, my dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears which washed the mascara from your eyes. And you were afraid, although fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. So here Queen Kunti is stressing on one particular Leela which is mentioned in the 10th canto, 9th, 10th chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam specifically, which is the Damodar Leela. So here in this connection we can read those two chapters from the 10th canto, but the essence is that the decision to bind the Lord after all the mischief that the Supreme Lord did, Yashoda took up a decision to bind the Supreme Lord. So Yashoda Mata called Krishna a monkey, and Krishna said, then okay, then if you are saying that I am a monkey, then I will go in the forest and live with the monkeys only. I will not come back to you. So Mother Yashoda got very perturbed, and that, oh no, he might leave me. So then she made up a decision to bind him. So here the Damodar Ashtakam specifically relates to this shloka, and Rudantam Muhurnetra Yugmam Rijantam Karamboja Yugmena Satanka Netram Muhushvasa Kampatri Rekanka Kantha Stitagraiva Damodaram Bhakti Baddham. So Satyavrat Muni, the speaker of Damodar Ashtakam, he is explaining the same thing which Queen Kunti is explaining here, that the eyes of the Lord are over flooded with tears. Rudantam Muhur Netra and Atanka Netram. His eyes are very filled with terror and fear of Mother Yashoda. He is breathing again and again and again heavily, and the tears that are coming, they are washing off the the mascara from his eyes. So this same mood is explained in Damodar Ashtakam and here as well. So white tears of Krishna are like Ganga, and they mix with the black ointment, the black mascara, and it becomes like Yamuna. So this 2 to 3 year old boy with a very bluish face, with tears in his eyes, and the black ointment is just washed off because of the tears. It is this sight is just simply so enchanting to see how Mother Yashoda is binding up Krishna. And now here comes the contradiction. So before this, here Yashoda Mata is the supreme person, Krishna is the criminal, and Yashoda is the judge. So here, so the same thing we saw in the previous verse, that the only people who have the right to judge Krishna, who have the right to evaluate Krishna for his activities, are none other than Yashoda Mata, Srimati Radharani, the gopis, who are on the transcendental level, right? And Krishna is following her order with the folded hands. Now here comes the contradiction. Queen Kunti is explaining that although, and you are afraid, Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda, although fear personified is afraid of you, this sight is bewildering to me. So here in this connection there is a shloka which says that it is fearful, even for fear personified, to look at Krishna, and everything in this world is operating only because Krishna, out of fear of Krishna, right? So we can see Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto 25th shloka, 25th chapter, verse number 42. Madbhayad vati vatoyam suryastapati madbhayat Varshatindro dahatyagni mrityu charati madbhayat. It is because of my supremacy that the wind blows out of fear of me, the sun shines out of fear of me, and the Lord of the clouds, Indra, sends forth showers out of fear of me. Fire burns out of fear of me, and death goes about taking its toll out of fear of me. So Madbhayat vati vatoyam surya tapati madbhayat varshatindro dhatyagni mrityuh charati madbhayat. So we see how everything is happening in fear of Krishna and under the supremacy of Krishna only. But still, it is that same Krishna who is running away from Mother Yashoda. Rudantam Muhur, he is crying and he is breathing heavily with fear and terror in his eyes. So Satyavrat Muni is saying Sthitagraiva Damodaram Bhakti Baddham. So throughout this Damodar Ashtakam, Satyavrat Muni explains that it is this Lord Damodar, please, I am trying to bind with the Bhakti Baddham, only Lord Damodar can be bound. So Satyavrat Muni explains that Lord is bound not by the rope, but by the love of his mother. So this is quite a contradiction that we are seeing here, that the Supreme Lord is the supreme controller, the supreme protector of everything, but at the same time in front of his mother he is bowing down and he is agreeing to do whatever she wants. So it is bewildering to see Krishna get bewildered. So something which we can connect here. This describes the nature of Krishna, that he is so affectionate toward his pure devotees that he is ready to become their servant. He says Aham Bhakta Paradhino to Durvasa Muni when Ambarish Maharaj, Durvasa Muni offends Ambarish Maharaj and he comes to Lord Vishnu. Vishnu says Aham Bhakta Paradhino, I am under the control of my devotees. So Mad anyatena janante naham tebhyo managapi, I don't know anything apart from them and they don't know anything apart from me. So this is the level of love that the Lord has, transcendental love that the Lord has with his pure devotees. So we see how Yashoda Mata loves Krishna. Another example, that Nanda leaves Krishna in Mathura and he comes back and Krishna sends the gift like the jewels to Mother Yashoda, and Yashoda was very upset to see the gifts. Is my son trying to settle accounts with me? For all the love, for all the great service that I did to him, is he trying to repay me back with all the jewels that he has got? Like this Mother Yashoda is thinking, and for 3 days Nanda Maharaj, he just kept Maunavrat completely. He just stayed silent because he didn't have any answers to the questions of Mother Yashoda. So Yashoda Mata, she became even more upset and grief stricken. But later Nanda pacifies Yashoda by saying that Krishna is very truthful, noble, grateful. He is not trying to settle any kind of accounts. He is just trying to protect Mathura from the various asuras like Jarasandha, Shishupal and others. So thus Yashoda Mata was pacified like this. She is wearing the jewels only to honor Krishna's word. Whatever jewels Krishna sent, she is wearing them only to honor his word. So this is the level of love that the Supreme Lord has for his pure devotees. So now we will see that the Lord is unborn, but he is still taking birth. Why? So we will see this in the following few verses. Verse 32. Kechidahurajam jatam punyashlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyan vavaye malayasyeva. And others say that he is unborn to please the king Yadu, one of your greatest devotees. You appear in his family as sandalwood appears in the Malaya hills. So Krishna is unborn, but why is he still born? There are two reasons for that. Number one, to glorify the pious kings. So whoever all the pious kings are there, to increase their glory, to increase their reputation, to protect them, he is appearing, right? And another thing, the Yadu is the son of Yayati. So to please Yaya in his house. So till now two reasons, glorification of pious kings and pleasure of Yadu. A comparison is given that the Malaya mountain is glorious, but its glory increases because the sandalwood appears in its land. Similarly, Krishna is trying to glorify the Yadu as by appearing in his family, as the sandalwood increases the glory of the Malaya hills by appearing in the Malaya hills. So in the Malaya mountain. So this is the concept of the comparison that is being explained here. So two reasons till now we discussed, that to increase the glory of the pious kings and to please King Yadu. Then verse number 33, apare vasudevasya devakyam yachitobhyagad ajastvam Devaki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly you are unborn and you have taken birth for the welfare for their welfare and to kill those who are envious of the demigods. Yes. So now Krishna appeared 3 times as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. The first time was Vamana, the second time was Prishnigarbha, and the third time is Krishna. So when Kashyapa and Aditi, they fathered Vamana, they had Vamana as their son, and Sutapa and Prishni, they got Prishnigarbha as their son, and Vasudeva and Devaki, they got Krishna as their son. So these 3 times Krishna appeared as their son. So to please them, Krishna appears, and that is the first thing. So then the second thing, to protect the in this shloka, to protect the world, Paritranaya Sadhunam, Krishna is appearing. Then to kill the enemies of the demigods, Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. So till now we have discussed the 5 reasons. So the first is that to glorify the pious kings, then to please King Yadu, then to please Vasudeva and Devaki, then to protect the world, then to kill the enemies of the demigods, right? So then after that we will be seeing the 34th shloka, which has one more reason for Krishna's appearance. Bharavataranayanye bhuvo navaivo dadho sidantya bhuri bharena jato hyatma bhuvarthitaha. Others say that the world, being overburdened like a boat at sea, is very much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the trouble. Now here, Krishna descended on the planet to fulfill the prayers of Lord Brahma. This is the 6th reason. Brahma prayed to Krishna when Bhumi Devi comes to Brahma as a cow and tries to explain her plight, how the kings, the unscrupulous miscreant kings, are exploiting my resources and trying to lord over me. So then Supreme Lord, and then only Brahma gets this message from Krishna that yes, I will appear very soon in the material world to relieve the burden of Mother Earth. And one very important thing is that when Brahma told the demigods that yes, Lord Vishnu will appear, Krishna, Supreme Lord, is going to incarnate in this material world, the demigods trusted Lord Brahma. This is a very important thing that we can learn here. We should always accept the words of the Acharya. They are always close to Krishna, and they understand the heart and the consciousness. Even though they are very far away, they can understand the heart and the consciousness. They may be far away, but still they can understand the heart and consciousness of Krishna. So that is why when they say something, it should not be ignored. So knowing language and the other entered this ocean. Let's go completely deep inside and get the essence, complete pure essence out of it, which can happen only by hearing the words and hearing and following the words of previous acharyas, right? So now we will be going to the second last shloka. So the 35th shloka and the 36th shloka we will be doing now. Bhavesmin klishyamananam avidya kama karma bihi shravana smaring and worshipping and so on, in order that the conditioned soul suffering from material pangs might take advantage and gain liberation. Now one word is very important here, klishyamananam. Klishyamananam indicates the various material miseries that are there in this world. So avidya, that is ignorance. One flowchart is quite important here. Avidya, that is ignorance, leads to kama, that lead to karma. So when somebody is ignorant, then he will have certain material desires. When he has material desires, to fulfill them, whatever small things he will do, that is called karma. And then from karma the klesha will come, which is suffering, right? So these people are suffering in this material world. This is one scenario. Vidya. So when somebody has vidya, he will have kama, but that kama is not material kama, it is spiritual kama. Then when that person has spiritual desire, then he will do spiritual work, which is karma, again for the spiritual action. Then that karma leads to ananda or bliss. So the Lord appeared to rejuvenate the devotional service of hearing, remembering and worshipping. So this vidya needs to be cultivated, and it is the Lord appears for rejuvenating this particular process. So there are three types of karma: papa karma, punya karma and bhakti karma. So papa karma and punya karma are material, and bhakti karma is the only spiritual thing. So the greatest pleasure is to have the Lord's holy name dancing on the tongue. So to rejuvenate this process, to give pleasure to the devotees on like following this process, to follow it on his own and preach it to others in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord is appearing. This is how Queen Kunti is mentioning that it is the seventh reason why the Lord is appearing in this world, right? So far we have discussed 7 reasons. That first one is to glorify the kings and to please king, to glorify the pious kings and to please King Yadu. This is in the 32nd verse we discussed. Ahead in the 33rd verse we discussed that to please Vasudeva and Devaki, to protect the world and to kill the enemies of the demigods. Then in the 34th verse yet again we discussed that Krishna descended on the planet to fulfill the prayers of Lord Brahma and to satisfy Bhumi Devi. Then in the 35th verse we saw how Krishna descends to rejuvenate this process of pure devotional service, this process of the various Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, etc. So now we will be seeing the 36th shloka. Shrinvanti gayanti grinanthya bhikshnasha smaranti nandanti tavehitam janah taeva pashyantya chirena tavakam bhava pravaho paramam padambujam. O Krishna, for those who continuously hear, chant and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. So here in this connection, Queen Kunti explained how Krishna is adventing and the 7 reasons why Krishna is appearing, and she is explaining the benefits of performing bhakti. So one important word that is mentioned here is grinanti. So after learning, we have to apply that learning, and those who try to implement the learning sincerely, they are following the process of grinanti, that is taking it into their life. So another thing, that we should take pleasure in others doing so. So not just only I have to do, when others are doing, oh yes, they are pure devotees, right, they are servants of the Supreme Lord, so some a person should feel happy even in that way. So for example, Narada Muni, he sat, Shukadev Goswami is speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, and Narada Muni, Vyasadev is the father of Shukadev Goswami. They are all sitting and listening to what Shukadev Goswami is saying. So this is an example that we should take pleasure in seeing others follow this process. Now, two results of performing bhakti, that only such devotees who perform bhakti like the way Queen Kunti has mentioned, continuously hearing, chanting, repeating the transcendental activities and taking pleasure in others doing so, only they can see Krishna's lotus feet, and this alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. So this is the two results, the main results that are explained here. And then in the next few verses she went personal, and she explained how Krishna protected them, I mean the Pandavas, from various kinds of calamities. Then again she started glorifying Krishna. Now she speaks about 7 reasons why Krishna appears in this material world, and in this verse she is speaking the results of pure bhakti. So in the upcoming verses we will be seeing how Queen Kunti goes again on a personal level and interacts with Krishna on a personal level. So this will be we will be seeing it in the next session. So for now we'll conclude here. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam. Happy, yeah?